what you're putting in. All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything?
Hello, happy peoples. Hope you guys are doing awesome, great, and wonderful. Good to talk to you. Another day, another awesome day. Before we start the vlog, though, I did want to talk about the storm that just hit the western side of Alaska. I started seeing your comments in the last video. That was kind of right when it was hitting. We are fine, just so you know. A lot of you guys are concerned about us, and we really do appreciate your concern. You guys are always looking out for us. But like where we are in the middle of the state, we're quite a ways from the coast. So there was zero impact here. But the western side of Alaska, roughly about 1,000 miles of coast, was hit pretty hard with like this typhoon type storm. We have a friend that's a state trooper that's in Hooper Bay, and he was showing some things on his Facebook, like just, you know, the ocean just coming over, washing out roads. I reached out to a coworker in Nome, because Nome, I think, is the largest place that was affected as far as just infrastructure and population. He said that it basically just washed out a bunch of their main roads, and that as far as he knows, there was no major injuries. There were like a couple minor ones, so I don't think there's any deaths, at least in the Nome area. But it sounds like they're getting back together. They're kind of pulling things back together. They're just kind of waiting for the waters to recede. I was concerned about like the Richard Foster building there in Nome, because that's the museum that we worked on. You know, you'd hate to lose all of these, you know, ancient artifacts in the museum. But it sounds like that facility was okay. And, you know, they'll adapt. You know, the folks in these areas are very adaptable folks, but they're still struggling, and they're still, you know, have to rebuild a lot of the roads. But most of them have four-wheelers. Most of them have ATVs, you know, snow machines when it starts to snow to be able to get around. So roads, you know, they can work around the roads, but still, it's a pretty hard time for them. But appreciate you guys, you know, your concern for us, but we are completely fine. A lot of Western Alaska is definitely struggling. They could definitely use your thoughts, your prayers. One good bit of news amongst all of this is the Alaska Permanent Fund dividend just hit. So a lot of these people that are trying to rebuild, they all had some money automatically put in their accounts, as all Alaskans did that signed up for the Alaska Permanent Fund dividend. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit later, like, you know, what does it mean to have, you know, like, what is this quote-unquote free money that Alaskans get to live here? Touch on that a little later, but there's so much else going on. My wife will probably fill you in. Like there's an earthquake, and then Kastner, and Alaskan Apparel. There's a lot happening. We're gonna roll out with the day. I need to go drop off Evelyn at gymnastics. I'll probably take the scenic route after I go drop her off, just kind of show you some of the views, and some of the autumn colors are just really popping. They're beautiful, they're wonderful. Again, hope you guys are doing amazing. Let's roll with the day. Hey, have fun.
Hello, happy peoples. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. If you guys watched my old Insta story, you know that little Kastner got his big old surgery done. He did awesome. You did good? Yes. He's healing up. He's about 3 days post. Looking really, really well. We have his cone on him every so often. We sometimes give him a little bit of break so he can get water and food, because he can't quite get into that very good. Come here, snuggle with your mom. Oh my goodness, guys, it is freezing. It is so stinking cold out right now. Very much the fall is very much here. I've got a lot of things going on today. Me and my babe are hitting the ground running, because we have some fun things coming down the pike. So I'm getting things ready for all things the Alaskan Apparel campaign that I'm going to be working on. I like to do a fun video shoot that kind of highlights some of our pieces and the Alaskan outdoors and how you're able to wear things, show you some of this beautifulness that we get to call home. So I'm working on all things that, along with all my other kind of responsibilities, still plugging along with the school, getting stuff ready for winter. And there's just a lot. But it's going good. Right, Cass? Gosh, he's so fluffy, guys. He's really not that big. He's just really fluffy. Also, we had a earthquake. I know some of you guys reached out, wanted to make sure everything was A-okay here, especially those local Alaskans here. But we had like a 4.5 earthquake. We took the kiddos to the movies, which we like never do. Never ever take the kids to the movies, but we were at the theater, did not really notice it, but we came home and there was things knocked off our wall and all the things. But Alaska has been having a little bit of some crazy weather. I'm gonna run to the shop. Actually, I'm gonna run to our location where we're filming, some of the things that are over there, and then I'm also going to go to the shop and get all the pieces out and things like that for the up and coming shoot, which is tomorrow. So wish us luck. Hopefully it will go good. I have like a damaged calf and a really messed up finger. I don't know what happened to my nail, but it is not well. And my back is out. So winning, but that's okay. We're gonna do awesome. We're gonna go with what we got. I also have a photo shoot that's coming up on Sunday afternoon. We're gonna be doing that as well. So I've got to get everything organized for that. What kind of family did you get brought into, Cass? Huh? What type of family? But you fit in so well. So well. Thanks, guys, for all the love on our pictures that we got taken. I know we, back in when Garrett got baptized, we were able to actually go do family photos that day. And we just got them back, and I've been posting some of them on our Instagram. And that has been really, really cool. And you guys have been loving it, so thank you. You make us feel so loved and so special. Get this day rocking and rolling. Hop 2. We got it. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Come along with us on ours. Show you this beautifulness of what is fall. I think my babe is actually going to take you guys around a little bit when he takes Evelyn into gym and go show you all the beautifulness. All right, let's continue on with the day.
Dropped Evelyn off, took you guys on a bit of the scenic route. I drove up here to Esther Dome to kind of show you some of the views, but I don't know if you can see, there's just like fog. I don't know if the camera quite picks it up everywhere, so I can't really show you a whole lot from the top of Esther Dome, but I'm trying to map out a spot here for tomorrow. We're going to attempt to shoot a campaign video for Alaskan Apparel, but I don't think this would be a good spot because there's not a whole lot of views. So I want to go scout out another location that I think my wife is going to like, but we will see. We will see. All right, let's go ahead and send you back home, check on the family, see how they're doing.
All right, guys. Well, I think I have the outfits that we're gonna do for tomorrow's little campaign shoot. I'm so stinking excited, guys. This is something that like pushes me out of my comfort zone, which I like to do, or I at least tell myself that I should probably do this because I want to become better. So this is definitely one of those things because it's gonna be me and my husband and then my 2 friends. And we're gonna go up and try to create an epic view of where we live and what you're able to do here while also showing our awesome pieces of Alaskan apparel. So I'm so excited. So this is gonna be them, I think. It could potentially change, but I think that this is it. And I've got a concept of what we're gonna try to shoot for, so wish us luck. Very, very excited. My babe was so sweet. He dropped me off some food. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish up here. I'm also gonna maybe try to get some stuff together because we are gonna do a photo shoot this in the next 2 days or so. So I get this done and then I get everything else done for the actual photo shoot because this is just video. So I'm very excited. I hope you guys love it. You'll probably see it in the next little bit if it goes well. So anyway, let's I'm gonna finish up here and then I might go get Evelyn from gym. We'll see. I'm trying actually. Oh, it was successful. Okay, so I'm trying to get our drone up and operational. I have not flown in a hot minute, but let's see. So I just wanted to make sure everything was up to date, everything was good to go. So that's what I'm also working on. And then I think I'll probably go get Evelyn here in the next little bit because my babe actually has quite a bit to do as far as like logistics and then wrapping up work stuff, all the things. But yeah, we'll see you guys back at home. And I think my babe wanted to touch in on the PFD because that just recently happened. And if you don't know what it is, if you haven't been with us for very long, it's essentially money that you get for living here. So we'll fill you in on a little bit of those details and things like that. All right, I'm gonna finish up here and we'll see you back at home.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
You're gonna rip your stitchies and then it's gonna be sad.
Well, it's late. I don't know how this happens. Full throttle day.
9:03. 9:03, I'm at 900 steps. 9,100.
9,100 steps, okay.
What did I say?
You said 900. See, it's late.
See? 900 steps.
Did a good job.
Wow. Okay. Yes, I'm very tired. It's been a long day, but that's okay.
A lot to do.
We still have a lot to do.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fine. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
PFDs. Because this is a question that we do get actually.
PFD.
We've made videos, like lots of videos about them, right? What are you? Oh, she's losing it.
900 steps.
Okay, Peanut Gallery. So PFD.
All right, PFD
stands for
pre-functional data.
Permanent Fund Dividend. Permanent Fund Dividend. And what is that?
The Permanent Fund Dividend. The state of Alaska set up an account so all of the residents of Alaska earn money based off the investment. Back in the early oil days when there's all this money coming into Alaska, they're like, hey, why don't we find a way to just invest the money, take the interest, and pass it on to all of the people that live in your state.
What? But yeah, it's pretty stinking awesome.
All right, how much was the PFD this year? Don't look at the cheat sheet.
$3,284 a person.
This is the largest one, right?
That is, I have never seen it that big.
Yeah, I think it's been right around 2,200 or 2,500 is the most I've seen in the past.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that every man, woman, or child that applied for the PFD received that, like what, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, something like that.
Yep.
Direct.
The 20th. The 20th is when
right
that all
into
went.
the accounts.
Right into the accounts, or some people you can get a mail to you if you want to do that as well. You have to be here for a year.
Yep, you have to be a resident of Alaska.
And even baby has to be born within a certain period of time.
A certain window, actually.
Yeah.
So
like,
you could actually look at the state of Alaska's website. They're like, do not cheat. Like some people will come here and try, and you get serious trouble.
Not a good time.
Purposes for residents of Alaska. And I think it really does help.
They have questions. You can only be gone out of state for a certain amount of time.
Right.
Obviously, if you have some criminal history, certain things get taken from you. February, March timeframe, you have to file for the next coming up year.
Yep.
So, and just making sure, like there's different things, like if you're military, there's certain things, you know, like if you're deployed, you are gone for longer than what is expected, but they understand that, and there's just some little rigmaroles. But this is a very large PFD. Last year was just over 1,000.
I don't remember.
Or 900 something.
Was it? Yeah.
So we're talking.
But to be fair, though, it's because they were taking portions for the government because oil was actually low.
Right.
So there's a little bit of a
compensation
tip about
there,
that, trying to figure out like, can the government tap into it or not? But regardless, this year we're definitely glad that we have it. I mean, it's, well, here's a question. I mean, would you still live here if you didn't get the permanent fund dividend?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have to have the permanent fund dividend? Like, do you need that money to survive here?
I think it depends on your situation. Cost of living and the cost to actually keep your home warm throughout the wintertime, that is primarily, I think, what a lot of people use their funds for. So if you don't have that, it could definitely become hard, but it would not deter us from living here.
Still live here.
If we didn't have it.
So for us, what are we using our permanent fund dividends for?
Yes. So our permanent funds are going to go, each kid gets their own permanent fund and that stays into their own account. We do not touch that money. That can go towards college, that can go towards wedding, that can go towards first car, anything that they could potentially need in the future. We just hold it for them.
PFDs this year going to property
Going to
taxes,
property
and actually it's
taxes.
still like we have to pay even more.
Yeah.
So that, I guess it does help, right? Because the property taxes get paid.
Yeah. It helps a little bit, I guess.
Question for you guys, if you are an Alaska resident, what do you normally spend your PFD on? Or let's pretend like that you were an Alaska resident, what would you spend yours on? So growing up, it was always this, PFD times are coming, even right now, there's PFD sales everywhere. Everybody wants your permanent fund dividend. And like, I'm afraid to go to Costco or Walmart right now. Like, you just steer clear.
Aunt Cheryl went that day.
Oh, good Lord.
She went the day the PFD came out. She got herself a little Fitbit,
Oh no.
but she said it wasn't bad.
It wasn't, okay.
But it could have been the time she went. I think
Okay.
a lot of people went really early in the day, and she kind of hit towards the late
Well,
of the day.
actually what that means, what I'll probably tell you what that means is, like I said, back in the day, hey, PFDs, you know, and the economy was doing so well here, it was like, cool, well, let's go, you know, maybe we'll go get a few extra groceries, let's go get a new flat screen TV, you know, let's go get some fun stuff. Now I think people are more interested in getting like, okay, so now heating fuel's double this year.
Right. What are we going to need to utilize it
I
for?
think they're being wiser
Yeah.
with their funds because food and energy is through the roof.
Through the roof. So we are grateful to have this, but like we said, it wouldn't necessarily deter us from living here. I'll actually put a link in the description about where you can find more information. Like if you're planning on moving up here, what are the regulations? When should you file? Can you qualify for it?
Right.
Being as this next coming year. So I'll drop that down in the description.
Yeah.
You can just read about it and whatnot.
She, like her parents growing up, they saved hers.
Yes.
Every year. And what happened is when we got married, this is where we got the idea from, we got married, that was basically her wedding fund. So she could use that and she could put it toward the wedding for us getting started in our lives. So kudos to her parents who were amazing because they thought about this, you know, 18 years in advance.
Right.
12 years in advance,
12
I
years
guess.
in
is
advance, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was super huge benefit. And they didn't really let me dabble into it, you know, for other little things. They
Right.
set it aside for when I was ready to go out on my own or what my decisions were and then be able to use it. So
Now there are
yeah.
some families that will take all the kids' dividend money and then use that in the family. And I'm a little kind of like, you kind of go either way on it, but right now with inflation, with the cost of things, I mean, I would not throw any stones at anyone that wanted to keep all the kids' dividends just to try to survive and make it through the high energy and high food
100%.
costs. High food costs.
Yeah. And it's totally up to their choice as a family.
Yep.
That's
And the way I tell the kids, I'm like, yes, this is your PFD, but it's our savings account for you for
Right.
your future.
Right. When you're ready.
So when they're ready to handle it.
Yeah. We hope we never have to dabble into it because I'd really like to be able to give that to them when they go. So,
Yeah.
which won't be for another 25 years.
Yeah. You ain't going nowhere, Evelyn.
Right? Right, Evelyn?
Yep.
Yep, that's right.
You're not getting married until you're like 45?
Yep.
No going off to another country, school, nothing? You're gonna live here with mom?
Yep.
Good choice.
As long as we get her more horses and dogs, she'll probably hang out here.
You probably would.
I hope to answer some questions. PFDs, like free money, like how does this work? How
Right.
much is it?
And if you have any
And,
questions, drop them down in the comments.
yeah.
We'll do our best to try to answer them.
Or also go to
Or
State of
other-
Alaska
yeah.
website. They really, I mean, because the rules can change every year, to be fair.
That's true. Yep.
Okay, you guys are awesome. You're amazing. I don't even know what happened today. It was a blur, but here we are.
Great time.
We have to go on a trek tomorrow. Potential for bears,
That is true. Actually.
all kinds of stuff.
There was
So-
one of my gymnastics moms. She saw there was one in her backyard.
Oh my goodness. Well, and we saw that the bear
Scat.
scat
Got
like
the scat going on. They're around, so we're gonna take extra precaution.
yep.
But
Okay.
it should be a good time.
Hopefully, we'll see you in the next video. It's gonna be fun.
Bye! Wow, babe.
Like that one?
Oh my gosh. Thanks for